our first goal 4 or 5 years back was to adapt to the extreme automation and smart apps. So, in fact, most of the applications we develop in-house is all patented, and they want continuously last 4 years CIO 100 awards in North America.
People became experts, and then now because of all of the data privacy and the data governance and security, they're like best to bring in.
You know the email address. You don't know if that's the person. Why are they sending you an email from Somalia?
But are you expecting email from Zimbabwe? If you're not, maybe you geo-block.
We don't geo-block because I don't see this real point when they can create a VPN in the US and attack us.
Block a lot of email that way.
What are the top 3 metrics that you report to the board of directors or to your leadership team? What are the top 3? They know that, they do that, they live that. Well, that's what's important to them. Now I ask, okay, cool. So those are your important things that you need to measure. What does it take to get to that point? Does Sally need to push a button? Does what? They don't know the technical, but they know that that little blip on that screen needs to work. 100. Who are you blaming because you're irrelevant? Because you are hindering.
No disagreement, right? But the other side of that is you need to understand what's the business appetite for risk.
Yeah.
Right? If you don't know what that is, you're never going to get anything invested in.
Personally seen this. My brother works in Citibank in the fraud department. So what they do is they will use the fake voices and stuff, and they'll couple that with actual information like social security numbers, addresses, and stuff to open bank accounts and get loan. Right.
Or when I worked at Goldman, they wouldn't do a wire transfer unless they called the person on the phone. I don't care where the wire transfer. I don't care if it was Bill Gates.
Sure.
Unless they could get him on the phone and he validated it, they wouldn't do the wire transfer.
Oh, okay.
Remember that they already have so if you're a private wealth manager and you have billionaires, their numbers are just
AI generated output at this point. So you have to look at what really happens to that data, like how is my company using it with that AI tool? Where is that data ultimately ending up? Can we audit and verify that?
You've got security and you've got IT, and now you have a lot of organizations that have a data team. Yeah. And that data team's got to have a seat at the table. Yeah. Because they're really more important than the security and the else.
Yeah. They are now more cognizant about, hey, I got to do this. Yeah. Instead of, oh yeah, whatever. I just clicked on a link.
And it only works when it's personal, right? And the fact that
just going to feed it a million pictures of red cars, and at some point the ratio of blue and red becomes equal. Now it's spitting out equal as opposed to telling it something that we're untraining in the blue. I'm going to re-skew it in the other direction.
So it's not just data, there's code that's involved with it. The same way you program things. The same way you say, hey, I need a program on X, Y, and Z. That's part of training these models.
To tell them now, forget what you learned, or try to retrain you. I don't think you can feed them, like he was saying, more data, make it that more garbage model. But you cannot say, but I want you to forget everything that you learned until today.
We can't, because it creates so many pathways of that data. So now, do we take that GDPR data and say, okay, instead, dilute it such a.
What does everybody know about quantum? What are the fears around quantum? Right? What are you related to?
Threat actors can decrypt. Their ability to decrypt our public key infrastructure exceeds the encryption levels of public key infrastructure. No transaction will be secure.
There's a lot of data that's being encrypted using, let's say, SHA-256. Take a hash, take an algorithm, right? Part of the equation of those is how long it takes to decrypt.
all those reasons Sept and Mastermind are mitigated. I swear, on the backlog or I don't have to choose. I don't care.
Define what are the key components, what are the benefits of the enterprise.
It's about what? Saving money, consolidating efforts, one throat to choke for that reason as well.
And one single point of failure.
And one single point of failure. Organizations like Microsoft are buying up everything. Palos, they're buying up everything, right? So, ultimately, they do become a
single point of failure, even though they own multiple technologies. Right?